No, we're not talking about maybe family visiting for the summer. We mean those pesky bugs and rodents. But here to offer some advice on how to pest-proof our homes is Steve Hudak of Arrow Exterminators, an expert in all things bugs. He knows his bugs, he knows his rodents. He's going to keep us in line. First of all, when do you suggest we start pest-proofing our homes and why?
Immediately.
Okay.
Because you want to be ready for when the warm weather does get here. I know it's been cold, the last week or so, but as soon as we get that warm day, they're all coming to the home, and you want to be ready for them.
Now, we know if we have a problem, we can always call you. We can call our neighborhood exterminator. But we want to prevent that from happening. So you say going room to room and taking proper steps year-round is key, but especially right now. So we're going to go room to room with you. First, let's start in the kitchen. You say that's a great place because of the food. It's a big attractor.
Yes, absolutely. You want to make sure that all of your food is in airtight bins. You also want to make sure that you're going through and you're taking out all the old food from the winter, stuff you may have put away in the fall time, because a lot of time you'll get stored pests, mice, a lot of different bugs will be attracted to
Okay,
those.
so we have to pay attention there. Moving on to the bedrooms and the bathrooms. This is one that I don't think about often. We have moths, and we need to make sure that we're storing our clothes properly.
Correct. You want to make sure that before you put your clothes away that you're washing them and drying them thoroughly.
Okay.
And then you want to make sure, again, you're putting them in sealed containers. Moths and the larvae can get on your clothes and they can do some damage, and they'll breed. And you'll open up your clothes and all of a sudden you have a lot of moths.
And then we have the bathrooms too, where that's a wet space that we need to pay attention to as well.
Yes, absolutely. You get ants, you get roaches, a lot of different stuff like that. And a lot of people in the wintertime, they keep their windows shut and stuff like that. Open up your windows, let that fresh air in, and clean them out.
Fantastic. Now we think of the living spaces like the dens, the living rooms, as maybe places we won't see those pests as often, but not necessarily the case, because that's where we're eating, we're snacking, and then of course that's where our animals are a lot of the times.
Exactly. This time of year, you get like the dogs and the cats and their little places where they lay down. You get a lot of bugs that come in that area, fleas. You get food that drop behind the couch. You need to make sure you pull that stuff out and clean it really well.
Fantastic tips. And we cannot forget about the bugs in the garage that can easily make their ways indoors as well as our outdoor space. Storage bins are a big one for the garage, and even where we're storing our storage bins.
Yeah, absolutely. So when you're storing your storage bins, you want to make sure that you have them up out of the way. Rodents love getting behind your storage bins in your garages, and they love anything that's loose, so less clutter is better.
Fantastic. And then when we talk about the outdoor spaces, those cracks in the foundation, on the sidewalk, can lead into the home. We need to be very aware of those.
Yes, you want to try to seal up as much as you can, and even the weep holes that a lot of people have, you want to make sure that you have the proper material in those to make sure that bugs and rodents aren't getting in.
Steve, you got fantastic tips. We're going to take your information. If you have questions for him, we're throwing the telephone number on there that you can give them a call. We're also going to put the information on our website. Just click on this in-depth under the SpectrumLocalNews.com tab.
Weather on the ones.